Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Mrteamguy with another episode of Gaming Spotlight. Today I want to talk about a first-person action stealth game called Dishonored: Death of the Outsider. It was developed by Arkane Studios and published by Bethesda Softworks on September 15th, 2017. Take on the role of Billy Lurk, aka Megan Foster, once one of Dunwall's most notorious killers for hire, reunited with your old mentor, the legendary assassin Dodd. You undertake the greatest assassination ever conceived, killing the Outsider. The story, the missions, the music was amazing. The AI is much smarter in Death of the Outsider than in previous two releases, and that was a good and challenging aspect. I have a pretty solid gaming computer and I'm playing on medium settings. I have experienced zero technical issues thus far. I understand a lot of negative reviews are from people who are having issues running the game. Please check the required specs before buying, because this does seem like a serious problem. Billy has a much smaller pool of powers, which leads to a much more deliberate and stealth-heavy gameplay style. As Corvo, you could always fight your way out and it was super fun, but playing as Billy is tense in a way I haven't encountered in a long time. Big maps, lots to explore, great dialogue and writing. There's even occasionally these little poetic flourishes that I would love to see more of. Genially challenging, in a way more games needs to be. Play smart or you're gonna die. Despite the short length, there's a really satisfying progression and customization system with the bone charms. Instead of runes, there's just increasingly powerful and interesting bone charms that add a lot of variety to a play. The game is short, probably 4 to 6 hours if you're burning through a plot. 6 to 8 at normal speed, maybe 12 if you're completionist. Doesn't seem as replayable as Dishonored 1 or Dishonored 2. The limited power set means you're probably only gonna play the campaign through once or twice. And by that I mean high chaos and low chaos. This game has lots of reused assets. Even whole maps like the Conservatory from Dishonored 2 have encountered a few scripting bugs that really shouldn't have made the live game, mostly relating to moving between zones. There's a contract that requires you to knock somebody out then dump their body in another zone. But then you can't get the body to another zone, because it requires a new map to load and your kidnappee disappears. Graphics are identical to Dishonored 2. Don't expect it to look any prettier, but don't expect to need a new graphics card either. Also, remember this is not an action game, a lot less forgiving than other Dishonored games. Billy has zero abilities to tank, even by the standards of an assassin, and screwing up will get you killed. Her movement skill is slower and doesn't go as far. Her phase steal barely lasts long enough to make it useful. You will have to plan methodically to have any hope. It's much more of a traditional stealth game than a stealth action hybrid like other two. Even with a twin blade and some of the beefier late game bone charms, she is still a total glass cannon. Billy is not meant for straight on assault at all. She is so fragile you will start avoiding even unnecessary assassinations in case somebody is watching. When violence does happen, it's fast, tense, bloody and frightening. If there's two guards standing together, you better learn to wait until one of them leaves before you go for the throat. There's a real tension and desperation to the way Billy handles situations like those that I haven't seen in literally decades. You will spend 5 full minutes lurking on a drain pipe, so you can drop down and kill one guy without being noticed. You'll hear that musical sting. That means you've been rumbled and just immediately bug out, because there's no way you're winning a fair fight. You'll run and have to find some place new to strike from. Spend another 10 minutes planning while swearing under your breath. As for the story, a lot gets answered about who the Outsider is, and the game explores even more Outsider subculture in Karnaca than what we've seen in Dishonored 2. Overall, I love the game, it hooked me from the start to finish, so yeah, definitely recommending this game for you. Okay, this is your boy Mrteamguy with another episode of Gaming Spotlight. Just wanted to say thanks for watching and have a nice day.